So lots of work's been going on since the last time you saw me, mainly around fitting new stanchion bases and a stanchion gate, which will enable you to get on and off the boat a bit easier and load stuff onto the boat a bit easier. Also, I'd say we're probably 70% through the deck painting exercise that unfortunately started about 2 years ago. But today I'm looking at the stanchion bases and whether or not they're waterproof. And there's only one sure way to do that in the unpredictable weather that we have in the UK, and that's to get a hose out. You can see in this shot the threatening clouds behind. They produced absolutely nothing. Mental note to self, make sure you tuck your shirt in properly, otherwise it looks like you are pregnant. But yeah, so the next thing is to then go inside the boat, peel back the headlining and fill the bolts to see if there's any water coming through. And the butyl tape has done a fantastic job. But we have a leak. Look at that, you see? We've got a leak somewhere. Where did that come in? Oh no, it's not a leak, actually. Now there you go, see, trick of the light. That's actually from the resin that leaked into the boat when I was doing the repair. So yeah, looks like it's all good. All three stanchion bases on the port side, dry. So one of the big problems with westerly boats are the headlining. I've had a couple of westerlies and it was the same with both. Basically the glue breaks down behind the vinyl surface, and the backing, which is like a foam, I guess it's maybe 1 or 2 millimeters thick, starts to break down and turns into dust basically. So I've come up with a little solution. I've tried various things, and I finally found the glue that seems to work. So what I'm going to show you is the repair to the headlining that sits behind the switch panels, which was taken down to facilitate the stanchion posts being screwed through the deck, or bolted through the deck I should say. So yeah, let's see how we go. So this is my 3-step method for old headlining repair. So first of all, you've got to remove as much of the glue and backing, and sometimes glue backing mix, before you start to re-stick the headlining. The main reason being that if you don't, you just end up with unsightly lumps. You can see here I'm using a respirator or a dust mask, I guess you call it, because the glue is very, very potent. Even just to smell it, I'm sure it doesn't do you any favours at all, but it makes me somewhat giddy. So anyway, once you've done that and left it for a few minutes, now comes the fun part where you basically get to stick all the headlining back up, and touch wood, so far it's stayed there. And then after that I'm using some adhesive remover to finish the job off. All in all, I'm pretty happy. It's a little bit lumpy and bumpy, as you can see, but the cost of new headlining at the moment is somewhat prohibitive, and the end game is to get the boat looking reasonably shipshape. So one of the last little jobs in the stanchion post renewal was removing the excess butyl tape from the outside. I thought that if I used just a strand of blade with nothing on it, it's going to drag. So what I decided to do was just put a little bit of washing up liquid in a cap, and put it on the blade, and then run the blade round, not pushing too hard obviously, and it seemed to work really well. The washing up liquid effectively stopped or provided lubrication, should we say, for the blade against the butyl tape. And there we go, perfect job. So anyway, I'd like to thank you for watching episode 2 of Whileaway Too, and hopefully within the near future we will have some sailing to do. Cheers.